Nobody helped the blind black girl until his identity shocked the crowd. People in the lobby froze when the little blind girl walked in, cane tapping, hands trembling, searching for help. But no one moved. No one cared. Not until something happened that would expose every person standing there and reveal who she really was. The morning rush at Westbridge Financial Center was louder than usual. Phones ringing, heels clicking, clients complaining. Everyone was too busy, too self-important, too wrapped in their own lives to notice much around them, until the glass doors opened and a small figure stepped inside. A little black girl, no older than 9, holding a white mobility cane. Her other hand rested on a worn backpack. Her head turned slightly with each sound, trying to understand the room she couldn't see. Her movements were careful, hesitant, trained, but still afraid. The kind of fear that comes from too many days navigating the world alone. The entire lobby fell into a strange silence. Some stared, some whispered, some frowned like she was an inconvenience. But nobody stepped forward. Excuse me," her soft voice echoed. I need help finding the service desk." Employees looked at each other, then pretended to be busy again. A woman behind the counter tapped her keyboard harder. A man in a suit checked his watch with irritation. Another person sighed loudly, annoyed at the delay. The girl raised her chin again. Her eyes, cloudy, unfocused, didn't land on anything. She took a small step forward. Tap, tap! Her cane touched a chair leg, making her flinch. She stepped sideways, trying again. Tap, tap! "Can someone please help me?" She tried again, louder this time, but her voice was shaking. Still nothing. People moved around her like she was invisible. Some even avoided brushing past her like she might bother them. Near the VIP desk, a wealthy man named Adrian Locke, repost, dressed in a charcoal suit worth more than most people's monthly salary, watched her with amusement. He leaned back in his leather chair, smirking. "Unbelievable," he muttered to the man beside him. "Who sends a blind kid here alone?" "What a mess." His colleague laughed quietly. "That's the problem these days. They think pity will get them attention." The girl flinched at their voices, though she didn't understand what they were saying. She only heard the tone, sharp, cold, mocking. She clutched her backpack tighter. "I'm just trying to check something important," she whispered to herself. "Please, someone." Still, nobody helped. A security guard standing near the wall actually turned away from her as if she was just another problem he didn't want to deal with. The girl took another careful step. Tap, tap, tap! The cane suddenly slipped on the polished floor. She stumbled, catching herself by instinct, breathing fast. For a second, it looked like she might cry, but she forced herself to stand straight again. She wasn't new to being ignored. This wasn't the first room that treated her like this, but she kept going anyway. From the far end, the older woman at the counter finally noticed something strange. The girl wasn't asking for money. She wasn't asking for directions. She was holding something, a sealed envelope, with both hands shaking. Adrian smirked again. What, she mailing a letter? This is pathetic. But then the girl said something that made the entire lobby go quiet again. "I need to check my account. My mom said, my future is in here." People looked up. "Account? Future?" Adrian rolled his eyes. Probably a few dollars. But the girl didn't hear him. She just felt the room's judgment pressing on her like a weight. Still, she kept walking toward the counter, tapping, trembling, but determined. A child who couldn't see the world, yet somehow felt every cruel stare in it. And not a single person there had any idea who she really was, or what that envelope actually contained. The lobby felt painfully silent as the blind girl reached the counter, her small hand searching for its edge. When her fingers finally touched the cool surface, she let out a shaky breath, relief mixing with fear. The older woman behind the desk cleared her throat. "Sweetheart, do you have an account number?" The girl nodded quickly, holding out the sealed envelope. Her hands trembled so much the paper rattled. "My mom said someone here would help me read it." Before the woman could take it, Adrian Locke, still lounging like the world belonged to him, spoke loud enough for everyone to hear. Just give her a candy and send her home. She probably doesn't even understand what a real account is." A few people laughed. The girl's shoulders tightened, but the receptionist ignored Adrian's voice and gently opened the envelope. Inside was a single letter. No bank card, no cash, no forms. Just a neatly typed note and a signature at the bottom. She began reading silently, and her eyes widened. This wasn't normal. This wasn't small. This wasn't anything close to what Adrian assumed. Her hand flew to her mouth. "Is everything okay?" the girl asked, confused by the sudden change in energy. The woman blinked, trying to steady her voice. "Honey, do you know who's named on this account?" The girl shook her head. "My mom said, 'It's mine now.' She told me to come today because it's the exact date." Adrian laughed again. "What, did Grandma leave her $20? But the receptionist turned slowly to look at him. Her expression had completely changed. "No, sir. This account is extremely active." She swallowed. "Very active." "What does that even mean?" Adrian scoffed. $100? 1,000? A man standing nearby reached for the paper, reading over the receptionist's shoulder. His jaw dropped. "This can't be real," he whispered. The room shifted instantly. People stood straighter, eyes locked on the girl who still couldn't see any of them. Finally, the receptionist read it aloud. This letter states that the account belongs to Ariana Wells, daughter of the late Dr. Elijah Wells. The lobby froze. One woman gasped. "The Dr. Wells? The scientist? The philanthropist?" Another man's voice cracked as he spoke. "He left millions in trust funds years ago. No one knew where it went." Adrian's smirk slowly died. The receptionist continued. "And today, on her 9th birthday, the trust officially transfers to her. It says here, she now holds the full ownership." The room went silent. Ariana stood there, fingers twisting nervously. Is that good?" she asked quietly. The receptionist knelt down, tears forming. "Honey, you're one of the wealthiest children in this entire state." Ariana's cloudy eyes widened, not because she understood money, but because for the first time, someone's voice sounded kind. Adrian finally stood, face red with embarrassment. "There's no way. She just walked in alone. She can't be." "She is," the receptionist said firmly. "Her father was a genius, a man who dedicated his life to helping people. And you mocked his daughter." The crowd stared at Adrian now, not Ariana. A security guard, who had ignored her earlier, stepped forward and knelt beside her. "Miss Wells, can I help guide you anywhere?" People who had avoided her suddenly wanted to assist, but Ariana gently shook her head. "My mom told me, people show their real heart when they think you have nothing." She turned her unfocused eyes toward Adrian's direction, and I heard everything. Adrian swallowed hard, unable to speak. Ariana lifted her cane, steady and brave. "I didn't come here to be treated special. I just needed help." The whole lobby stood in painful silence. Then the receptionist stepped beside the girl. "You'll never walk in here alone again, sweetheart." As Ariana was guided through the lobby, whispers followed. But this time, not of judgment, but of awe. She had walked in as a blind little girl nobody cared about. She walked out as the child who changed the entire room without ever seeing a single face in it.